Yeah, let's do some prices. Let's do some prices. So for the commuter passes, there's 3 values here depending on the amount of time. So if you get like a monthly pass, it's this value. If you get a 3-month pass, it's this price and stuff like that. I also want to make this top part squish down as you scroll down, but that comes later. So that the data just disappears maybe or something. Okay, I'm going to refactor some composables. The number with label, for instance, I'm gonna put that out of here because it's not specific to the schedule screen. I'm gonna do UI common. Okay. And I also want a kind of a price composable. Just a price with a yen symbol. And this is gonna be a row. And then I have a text, which is just the price as a string. Oh no, actually it's not. There is some formatting here. Where did I put this? Here. Currency format. Okay, I'm gonna refactor this out of here. Put that here. Just the currency instance. I'm not gonna bother with locales here. And then here, the text of this composable is gonna say, use the currency format and format this price that I get. And then behind it, I will do the yen symbol. Hyperdia uses the Y symbol, the double-crossed Y here. And then maybe I make that smaller or something, like a small yen and then the value in bigger letters, something like that. Again, I'm just making this up as I go along. Typography, I don't know, subtitle 1, I don't know how big that is. And then, wait. Oh, this thing formats it with the currency symbol already. The currency format, if I use this, then this call has the yen symbol inside of it already. I mean, I suppose I could do just a number format here. And that will have the decimals correctly. And then the currency instance I'm just gonna use for the symbol, I guess. Let's try it. So I'm gonna use this, and then this is not gonna be a string resource. It's just gonna be the symbol. And then I add just a price label for the total price. Just want to see what this looks like. Okay, that looks all right. I don't have any formatting yet, and subtitle 1 seems to be the exact same. So body 1 here. See what this looks like. They look the same. Subtitle 1 and body 1 seem to be the exact same thing. So I'm gonna use H6 and H4. Let's try see if those have a difference. Yeah, okay, these do have a difference. So of course I want to baseline align them. And I'm also not sure if I like it how big these are. But let's baseline align them first. Not sure if there's a baseline alignment. Let's see if alignment bottom works. Not really. Padding from baseline. Align by baseline. Position the element vertically such that its first baseline aligns with sibling elements also configured to align by baseline. Okay, let's try this. And then let me move this out of here. That would be cool if that worked, because baseline alignment is kind of tedious in the old world. Yeah, cool. That looks good. I like it. Need a bit of padding here. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not yet sure how to format this. I don't want to have 4 prices next to each other on that row. That kind of looks dumb. That padding is too big. Okay, apply changes is working great again with compose. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, there's no room for 4 values here. I don't want to have 4 values next to each other. I wonder if I can just get away with this one price and then maybe have like a drop down or like some sort of switch, so you can switch between one time, like one way and commuter pass prices. Maybe. I also want to try something different here, something else. This price label I want to kind of style differently. I want to align it. Hello? Align, please. Oh. Wait. Oh, whoops. I don't have a column scope here. That's not good. I want to align, please. Thank you. Alignment. End. I want to move this to the right. And then I also want to style this differently. I want to try something fun here. Is this on the right now? Cool. I want to give this a background. I can never remember the order here. I want to kind of invert the colors. I want this to be a white rectangle and then purple text instead of the rest, which is white on purple. I want to invert it here, just like for some contrast. Background and then padding. I need some. That's gonna be I don't know, 40p. I can never remember the order here. Do I have to do padding first or background first? We're about to find out. Oh, I can't tell. Shoot. I wonder if rounded corners are okay here. Maybe I don't want them to have rounded corners, but let's try. Rounded corner shape for dip. No, I'm not feeling that one. I'm going back to the hard corners. Yeah, and then maybe I'll add some controls next to it. Kind of like an indicator text that says like total price. And then left of it, there's like a drop down or whatever. And then you can switch between one way and commuter. Or like monthly, 3 month, 6 month pass kind of thing. Okay, let's try that. This modifier goes here now. No, actually I don't need it. This should be fine as is. Well, actually... So I want to add a text here that says just price, I guess, or like total ticket. And then next to it, I want the price label to be, and I would like these two to be moved to the end of the row. So like gravity end kind of thing. And here's another thing that I want to check. Is Compose smart enough? If I do this here, if I align this by baseline and I align this by baseline, Is it smart enough to figure this out, even though this white box has padding? Oh, that is so sick. That is so sick. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have to add here a little more padding before I apply the background, so that there's like, that the white box doesn't touch the colon of the ticket text. Yeah, like that. And now I want to move this all the way to the right. I guess for now I can do it like this. Don't fill all the width, but instead align yourself to be at the end. That should work. And now where to put this drop down? Or maybe I do like a radio group kind of thing. You know, kind of similar to... Doesn't iOS's radio buttons look like that? No, not these. Kind of like when you have more than two options. What's the term I'm looking for? I'm looking for... Yeah, basically like this. Something like this, basically. So this is called button group, I guess. Yeah, I guess this is a toggle button. Can be used to group related options. To emphasize... I guess I could try building something like this. And then maybe putting that here. It would have 4 options. And then I just need to figure out a way to make it easy to understand that this is one way, this is 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. I guess the commuter things are easy because I only need a digit and a Japanese symbol, or I could use MO for months abbreviation, but the one way is kind of tough. This thing here just says total one way, maybe SG for single ticket or something. Let's try and build a button row. So this is a button, toggle button group. I want to make this generic so that we have like choices, which is a list of string, I guess. Just the different choices that we have. For each of these choices, we create a button. And it's got to be an button like this. So like an outline button, I guess. On click I'll do later. In here is a text that says, the text is the choice. Yeah, and that's it, I guess. So let's see if this works. This won't be interactive yet, but I'll deal with that later. So we have a button group, toggle button group. Choices is a list of, yeah, let's do SG for single, 1 month. I want to see how much space that actually takes. Like this. And then let's see what that looks like on device. Okay, this is not an outline button. This is a normal button. Weird. Oh, okay, for outline buttons, by default, it says that the background is the surface color, which explains the white, and the content color is the primary, which explains the purple. So I gotta kind of flip these on their head. Okay, that is more in line with what I had in mind, but they're still taking away too much space. Especially when the 6 month commuter pass is like 100,000 yen. Maybe a single drop down would be better. Like a drop down with 4 options. Oh, that's cool. It says right away that this is available in Jetpack Compose. Sweet. Drop down menu. So we have an icon button here, which sets a state from false to true. And when it is true, then the drop-down menu shows. And it has these items. Okay, yeah, that looks easy enough. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Sorry, button group, but you have to go away. And then let's do a actual outline button. Text inside saying click. Deal with that later. And this will so this is the state, and then when I'm clicking on it, then it expands the drop down. And then here, actually, how do I know? Oh, okay, I'm just putting that here, I guess. Drop down menu. When dismissing, it's resetting this to false. And inside we have a drop-down menu item with a text saying, I don't know, single, one way. And this I'll have to put into like better model classes, I guess. Commuter ticket. 1 month, 3 month, 6 month. Yeah, let's see if this actually works. I'm not sure how it knows where to put that drop-down menu. Like, it's not really connected to the button. Let's see. Huh, it kind of knows though, that's interesting. It kind of knows to put it there. Okay, the options don't do anything yet. And I also don't like how it looks, the button, how it looks currently. I'd like it to be like a outlined thing. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. There you go. Now you can see it. So this is the drop down. It kind of knows how to like where to place itself, but the button itself is too visible. Okay, better. This thing also needs to align itself to the baseline. And it will have to fill the entire space. And this is now the time for me to remove the end alignment. Okay, this should now be a very wide click button, and then total, and then 590 yen. Yeah. Okay, as with the total, this thing needs padding around. We do a bit more actually. Okay, that is too much. Oh, whoops, yeah, that's not the right one that I removed. That's better. Okay, and what I would like to do now is I don't want the text to be center aligned. Actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna do a button after in the first place. I might just do a text actually. And I make that clickable. And then I want to... Is there a way to put an icon here? Let me revert back to the button, because I remember that you could give an icon to a button pretty easily. Maybe just because you can just give it like this. No, painter resource. Oh, content description, sure. Yeah, okay. That kind of works. That kind of goes into the realm of what I'm envisioning. So let's add a couple resources here. Actually, I don't need to for this one. But this does need a fill max width. Oh, wait, rather than... Yeah. Because I want the little drop down arrow thingy, I want that to be pushed all the way to the right. Yes, like that. Actually, it could be even more. I'm not sure why it's not... why it's not even further to the right. Weird. I see. Okay, now it's actually bumped to the side. Good. I want to remove it from the end. Oh. I want the normal paddings, content padding, but I want to... Can I not copy this? Why? Okay, that's really annoying. Okay, whatever. So it's vertical 8, horizontal 16. So start. Okay, that is getting there. Let me remove the green color. I was wondering what happens when you put the content padding to 0 dip. It means that I get rid of the padding that the button has inherently. So if I didn't do this at all and then recompiled, then we could see, we'd be able to see that the button's default padding would be applicable. From here to the C of the word click, this is the inherent padding that the button has. And it has the same thing on the right side, but it looks bigger on the right side because this icon has some padding as well. That's why I want to get rid of some of the padding on the right side, such that it kind of looks more even. The text to the left versus the icon to the right kind of look more even. So that's why I'm trying out some different values here, but this should be okay now. Yeah, that looks more balanced. It's actually a little... It could actually be a little more on the... Maybe 8 dips is good after all. Yeah, I think actually this is what I want. So just the start has more, the rest is 8 dips. Okay, yeah, that works. So now I still have the problem of the word commuter ticket 6 months being kind of too long to fit in here. Maybe I'll find a shorter name for that. Let's connect some state to this. I want to connect something up to this. So the original website uses this as the abbreviation, but then they also say commuting ticket, which is again kind of long. Let's see, I'm just gonna use 1 month pass and 3 month pass and whatever. Bro Chenzox, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. How you doing? Yeah, let's try this. So this is getting kind of long, so I want to outsource this into its own kind of composable. It's super long here. So this is the pricing info. And route pricing options. Put that here. And now this call site is a little cleaner. I do need the prices info though. Okay. Good. This will change. This is okay. Right. I need an enum. One way. Okay, kind of like this. And then I can do this here. I'm going to add a new state. So I'm going to create a immutable state of a price option. And this state will hold whatever I select in the drop-down. It's going to start with one way. And it will update itself depending on what I select in the drop-down. So here, this thing, the text of the button will be the string name of the selected option. So like string resource, selected option, ID res. So this will now automatically update. I need to make sure that this text ellipsizes. I don't want this to flow into 2 rows, but I'm gonna deal with that later. And then here, the drop-down menu items are provided by this enum. I'm just gonna go through the enum, and then I'm gonna add an item for each one. So I'm gonna put this here. And the text is, again, the string resource for this. Studying 2 years. I see. Nice. Well, keep at it. I feel like Android is particularly tough because things change so often, right? What's cool 6 months ago is not necessarily what's cool now and what you have to learn and stuff. So there's always so much stuff to keep in mind and always new things on the horizon. It's really overwhelming sometimes. So like clicking on this thing will update the state. And then I guess I also need to cancel the drop down at this point. Setting this to false. So this should now already do it. And then last thing I need is to update the price whenever I select something. What is this lullaby? Let me get some new music on here. Why can I not create an abstract function in an enum? Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's better. So for compose, it makes all you need to interact with smartphone. Yeah, I'm looking forward to like introducing it at, I don't know, at work or something, you know. Not quite there yet, but when a new project comes, you know, then I'm definitely gonna try it out. Or actually, I could just make this. You're from Russia. I'm from Germany. Wait, I want to. I'll do something like this, where I can just use a method reference here. I hope that works. No. Shoot. I might not be able to. One way, total. This is what I want. Can I use a... Nah, maybe not. Alright, it's gonna be like this then. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. So now I can extract this with a price option object. So I should be able to do this, and then I can just do this, right? Yeah, I think that should work. Hey Rana, how are you doing? What's the advantage of using Kotlin over Java? Nicer syntax. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it boils down to. Never wrote a single line of Kotlin, but a few years ago, one of my students asked if they could submit their code in Kotlin instead of Java a few years ago. I was very sad that they couldn't. Oh. Yeah, well, so you're well aware of the meme that Java is so verbose, right? You're doing so much typing and stuff. Even more so on Android, just because of the ceremony that has to go into a lot of different things that you're setting up. And Kotlin makes a lot of these things easier in that it takes the verbosity out of it to an extent. Things like a Java bean class, so like stupid data object with just getters and setters can be as simple as a single line in Kotlin, and that gives you equality checks, that gives you hash code functions, that gives you setters and getters for everything. And by virtue of doing this over and over again in an Android application, you learn to appreciate that that is a great time save over time. Also, Google is pushing hard for Kotlin on Android with, case in point, this framework that I'm using here, the toolkit, the new one, is completely built on Kotlin. You can't use it with Java because it uses like the Kotlin compiler in very, I don't know, elaborate ways, I guess. So all of these things, and then combined with like Kotlin's more strict type system. So like explicit nullability, for instance, as Shenzok says here, like nullability is built into the type system. And that doesn't mean that you can't get a null pointer exception, but you have to be really, really explicit that you know that things can blow up if you do.
I think all art and imagination at some point leads you to think about things that aren't true.
Okay, so let's run this thing again. So we have single ticket. I click on this. I select a different one. Oh, hell yes, it works. Very nice.
I think that it's...
Yeah, I think that's good. I think I like that. Name properties is also one of my my very favorite features. And like inline functions, reified type generics and stuff. Like the things that Kotlin does to, like it's still bound to the limitations of Java, but it also can kind of surpass them and kind of get over them by working around them. And inline functions and reified types is one of the great ways that it can do that. My professor was really into Java, so I had to look into all of that for one course. I see. So let's do price total colon. Whoops. Okay, that should be the last hard-coded string. Down there anyway, so this format I still need. Hello Zacchius, how you doing? Just arrived. Is this drop-down component native of the compose lib or you created it? Drop-down menu comes from the material compose artifact. So I was surprised about this as well, but it's just in here. I'm not sure when it was added. I feel like last year I was looking for a drop-down and there wasn't one, but now there is one built in. Really cool.
Asking the question, you know, what is art and what is music and what are the limits? And we saw it in the Dadaist movement painting, and we saw a kind of backlash against that with hyper-realism and photorealism. So,
Okay. I'm wondering if I should make this animation, the dash animation, a little faster. Let's see. Let's do... I guess I should make it shorter then to like increase the speed. Let's see. Maybe it looks stupid now, but yeah, why not? I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, I think that does it for the top part. So this still works. Let me update the JSON to also reflect the new prices. I want to see if the 590 yen also update immediately. So I'm going to change the ticket price of the second route to, I don't know, 700, and whatever. Like this, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, updates automatically, perfect. That one doesn't roll over. Like it doesn't animate. I'm not sure I want it to actually. I think this part I do like to be immediate. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I still have the entire bottom half to do of this layout, which I'm just gonna pull up again for a brief second. So basically, we've now styled this top part, but then the really fun part is gonna be this one. That's gonna take a long time. But with this top part, I'm kind of happy already, given that I don't have a design to work off of, and it's just like improvisation. It's okay, it's not too bad. What I would like to look into now is this scrolling list here is still super annoying. I don't know what it is, but I can't vertically scroll if I'm really frantic about it. This should respond to. So let's check this out. What was the component again? Was it like horizontal pager? Yeah, accompanist horizontal pager. I'm wondering if this thing has like a bug or something where it eats up the scrolling. Jetpack compose, vertical scroll. Nested scroll, not really, but whoops. When using a horizontal pager inside a scrollable column. Nah, that's not really my issue. Content padding. Did you update the accompanist lib? That depends on whether or not there is a new version. Let me check what I have. I have 0.16.1. Let's see if there's a new one out yet. Oh, there is! In that case, I don't. Built to work with Jetpack Compose 101. What's changed? Pager. Add interaction source property. Content align. Tweaks to pager state target page. Oh, if that fixes my bug from earlier, that would be great. Like it swaps over and then it updates the metadata. It should kind of happen right away. What I can do though is maybe I can get away with the target page, because I think target page will be updated immediately. When I'm moving away, it immediately updates. Not really. It's a little quicker though. I wonder why it doesn't. Why it doesn't though. Let's see. Not sure what's up with my Gradle. I guess it's one of these memory scarcity situations going on here. Let's build text forever. Okay, text builder, there you go. Okay. Right, I might have screwed it now with my like refactoring here with box and column and stuff. Let's see. Okay, it's still the same thing. Okay, now it actually looks better for me. It used to, like this, hold on, this bottom line here, down at the very end of the gray box, it used to be that I could only scroll until like here, but now I can actually scroll all the way down. So now I have it that the content of my view pager goes all the way down and then the tab bar comes, like the bottom bar. So what do I have here? So routes view pager is basically the entire thing, including the purple bar here and the scrolling part. And then inside here, I have a column which fills the maximum height of its parent. I'm not sure if I need this actually. This might be okay to remove. Let's try. And then in here, I have a pager with a weight of 1. So fill the entire content except for the parts that come after you. Yeah, it still works, okay. And then I have the scrollable tab row, which comes at the bottom. So this is the bottom row, basically, the bottom app bar that you'd have. Now, if you have a proper bottom app bar, right, that also exists. This thing here. I'm not sure if this would behave differently from the scrollable tab row that I'm using, but assuming it doesn't, then this should be okay as a setup. Now, if I removed the column again, I guess my alignments don't work anymore, yeah. Let's just do this. Now it should be that I can't scroll down all the way anymore. Or even better. Whoops, what the hell? Now I don't, oh, now it's up there, huh, weird. But now it's actually overlaid, right? So at the top here, you can see I cannot scroll up any further, but the top part here of the first cell is obscured. So now they are actually on top of each other because they are in a box. Actually, having the Route 1 and Route 2 at the top also looked kind of nice. Huh, now I'm wondering if I want to kind of swap these around, actually. I kind of like that. Hold on, let me actually do this for real. Box being a stack now kind of confuses me. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I had these adventures last fall with Jetpack Compose, and then I didn't do anything until now, until like last week, because I kind of skipped a lot of naming back and forth, and yeah, I'm kind of glad that I was able to avoid that. Huh. Having this header together, of course it makes it much taller now, but I kind of like it. Like, I kind of like it a lot. I kind of think these things are a bit too tall, but I can remove that, surely. I do think that's kind of nice. And also I could try and use that for more advanced like scrolling behavior. Like I said that earlier, but I want to eventually, when I scroll down, I want the header to collapse, you know, like kind of with a coordinator layout in the old world. I want this to collapse, and then eventually I only want to have the top line, Shinjuku JR Matsudo, and then below I want to have Route 1, Route 2. So I want the middle part to just go away. And then when you scroll up again, then this thing expands again to its full size, which we see now. So that's kind of my idea. And I think this top header here works kind of nicely with that. Now, one thing that's annoying me is that the header doesn't align properly. So like all of this here is aligned nicely under the back arrow, but this thing just, it moves to the left again. So if I scrolled this up now, this would look kind of bad, I think. But maybe that's a question for future me. I do like this though. But updating Accompanist did not fix the weirdness of the scroll behavior here. Really weird. I just cannot scroll this. It does react, but it's kind of taking a while. I'm not sure if I am messing up the fling behavior or something. I need to do something. I don't even know if it's actually related to the pager in the first place. And the bug that I had earlier actually is fixed in this new Accompanist version. Like earlier, when I switch between Route 1 and 2, the values at the top animate, right? And now we can see that that they do it quickly. Before, it would only update after the transition to the new page was completely done. Well, at least that is fixed now. But this is still annoying. I kind of want to rip this out. I kind of want to rip out the horizontal pager again and just use the first route And then I want to see if it's still weird, the scrolling. Let's just do this. I'm just gonna add a schedule here for the first route, and then I want to see if it's still weird to scroll through this. Because if it's now okay, then it's actually the horizontal pager. No, it's actually the same thing. Really weird, it's still the same thing. Okay, that's good though. Luna was here. Indeed you were. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. How are you doing? Okay, so the bug is in my code then, which I wasn't really doubting, but you know, push the blame elsewhere is always good, I guess. So we have a lazy column here. What do I do with this? We have the scroll state. Another thing, maybe somebody who's here and has more experience with Compose than I do can explain this to me. So there is a remember scrollable state, and there's also a remember scroll state. I don't really understand what the difference between these is, except for this modifier has to be a scrollable state. But what's the other one used for then? I don't really get the difference. Okay, we have a lazy list state. I guess this is for like preserving the scroll offset or something. Vertical arrangement, fling behavior. Yeah, I looked at that earlier. But if I don't give one, then it's just gonna be like, I feel like it has something to do with the fling behavior, because I'm really going nuts here. And wait, actually, no. Or is it the tab row? I don't know. Do you really need that scroll state? Did you try work without it? How would I go about without it? Like if I use the scroll... Oh! Wait, hold up. What is this? So there's scrollable, and then there's also vertical scroll, and that's what takes the scroll state. So I guess I always need a state, right? This has to be given to that function. But maybe let's try this method here. So what's this? Oh, this looks a little easier anyway. Let's see. Great question to ask on the Compose channel on Kotlin. It's like, yeah, I have that shit bookmarked. Oh, whoa, did I crash? I might have crashed. Yep. Okay. What's wrong? Jesus. Here. Nesting scrollable in the same direction layouts like lazy column is not allowed. If you want to add a header before the list of items, please take a look. Wait, what? Does lazy list... Oh, Chenzox, is that what you're saying? I don't even need to put a modifier here because lazy column just scrolls by itself? Let's try. Oh my god, you're right. Look at this, I can go nuts and it's okay. So what if I did want to observe this? Can I give it here? Maybe in the lazy list state or something. I see, okay. So lazy column has scrolling built in, which I guess makes sense, right? That's the whole point of it being lazy and stuff. That's cool, thank you for that. I had no idea. So I guess if I restore this, then this should not affect the vertical scroll. And then if it doesn't, then I'm gonna remove this part too. And then I wanna see if I can actually, I deleted the horizontal scroll between pages because I thought that was what's causing the problem. Yeah, amazing. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's see if it actually knows how to deal with the two axes scrolling. It does. It's perfect now. Awesome. Cool. Thanks everybody. That's really cool. That's much better. Well, the more you know. Okay, yeah, and I think that concludes the top half of the screen anyway, except for the scroll offset kind of thing. But let's actually, because I will need to get access to the scroll offset here. I will need to know how far down I am. But I'm guessing that error fixing hype, yes, for sure. So I want to check this lazy list state. What can I get from this if I have it myself? Okay, here, first visible item scroll offset, layout info. Interaction sorts that will be used to dispatch drag events when this list is being dragged. If you want to know whether the fling is in progress, use is scroll in progress. Okay, this is a flow of interactions. I mean, this is probably gonna reset though. How would I know about this? Let's print it out. I want to see if I could use this value, because somehow I need to be able to get a pixel offset, right? So if I scroll this, nothing's really happening. Like when I let go of the screen, then I get a bunch of logs, but they're all 0. Oh, yeah, well, obviously they are all 0. Sorry, it's getting late. So I'm hoisting the state so that I can manage it myself now. Okay, that looks better. But does it reset? I'm wondering if it will reset now. It will, okay. I can't really use that though, can I? If it's resetting... now it's resetting, yeah. Also, if I let go, then this is called with 0, 0, which is also weird. Yeah, that doesn't really do. Okay, what does this do? Oh. What do I want to do? I want to check how I can observe the scroll offset in a lazy column. So I want to know how many pixels I have scrolled down. And I want to use that to eventually animate this header here when you scroll down so that it becomes smaller. And I'm looking for some sort of, I'm not going to do it today anyway, but I'm looking for some way of knowing how far down I am. Scroll position, yeah, that's basically what I want. Why is this not exposed to me? Well, I'm guessing that is a question that has been answered somewhere. It's gotta be. Modifier offset. Scroll state value. Yeah, the thing is I don't have a scroll state anymore though. If this is a lazy column and it manages the scrolling itself, then I can't hoist the state out of it so that I can observe the scroll state's value. Like I don't put scrollable anywhere in this class anymore. So how would I know what the offset is? It's kind of this one here, but you can't. Okay. Well, Let's see, maybe it has to be done with like nested scrolling or something. There was a modifier called nested scroll. Maybe you can connect it up or something. It's okay, I'm not gonna do it tonight anyway. So yeah, very fun. I'm happy with what the header looks like now. I was a bit disappointed early on today because it kind of looked stupid for a lot of it. But now, yeah, I think it's getting there. I think we need firstly to minimize blue top bar, and lazy list will take all the new place. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's see, maybe it has to be defined the other way around or something. In the Jetpack sample there's a detail screen that has something that can help us. This thing kind of looks like it would shrink down when you scroll. So maybe this. Above. Which one is it? Jet Snack. This one. I see. Custom layouts. Oh yeah, this is kind of... Yeah, well, this is kind of similar, that collapsing animation. I'm not sure if they use a lazy list though. That looked like a detail screen that's just too long for the data. But yeah, I'm guessing something like that could work. I'm gonna give that a read off stream. That sounds good. I'm gonna leave that open. Okay. Yeah, I still need to provide the search terms. Okay, to finish up today's stream, because I've been going for quite a while, I'm gonna remove these two hard-coded strings as well. The idea is that you have a different screen and you type in from where to where and when you want to travel, and then you click search, and then you get to this screen. I just started with this screen because it's more fun to build than a form, basically. So the view model for this results screen has the input, the given stations already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to expose these as properties that the UI can read, so that I don't have Shinjuku JR hard-coded here. I have it hard-coded in the view model. Let's see. How do I best do this? Let's encode it in the UI state. Yeah, I guess. Let's do something like this. So let me just nest these things up so that I have a start location string, or like from to location. That's basically the search terms. And then content is kind of the meat, the body of it all. And then here I'm starting with this. From location is going to be Shinjuku JR, and to location is going to be Matsudo. And then this is okay. And then in here I will do, isn't there now a type safe, what am I saying? An atomic version to update a state flow? I've read something about that. Maybe not yet. Try emit, was it this one? Wait. I just read a blog post about this last week or something. Yeah, this one. 151 release. Oh, okay, I don't think I have that yet. I do. Oh. Yes. What's the... Yeah, I know the problem. Just tell me the solution. Get an update, and update and get. What a weird sentence. Okay. So update. Yeah, there it is. Cool. That's really good. And then I can just do this. Update this to success. And now I have it atomically sealed. Same here. Okay, that should work. And then here I have to reconnect this stuff. This is state. Content is loading, success, failure. Update these things. Where is it? Here. Okay, and then here I can use UI state from location to location. Okay, that should be okay. And that should do it. Should still look the same. Yep, it still looks the same. Oh, actually, one thing I do want to check. When it goes from loading to the content, it doesn't animate the header. It just appears. I kind of want to animate this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try in the route header. This is the back arrow here. Animated content, right? Okay, let's try. Let's try if this already animates itself slowly. No, it's just blinking. No, okay. That is not it. Alright. Is there like a size change or something? Size transform? Animation API, okay. Okay, well, whatever. Last thing I'm gonna try is this. But I'm not sure that that's gonna work. Okay, that kind of did something, but no, this animated no, this is not working. This destroys all the automatic updates of the ticker. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that then. So let's review. Yeah, what do we have? Looks pretty good. The header here has gotten good treatment. Can select the prices here. It updates itself when you switch between the routes. We see the details up here, kind of nice. We have a little animation going on. It's a very primitive animation, but I kind of like it. Some vector assets being used. And this bottom half still looks like absolute garbo, but that's gonna come next time, I suppose. Yeah. And the back arrow also still does nothing, but that is to be expected. And we don't have a scroll interaction with the header when we scroll down. Yeah, looks good. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight. It's been a good while. I'm probably gonna have to split this up into 2 parts when I upload the VODs to YouTube, but that shall not be your concern. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like to see more of this, please consider following. I stream sometimes. And until then, bye bye.